I just finished my research project. How do I present it? To start, I think I'll need to take a look at visual and verbal communication. Oh, so I guess I should start by making a poster. Let's see. I got it. There are 5 key things I need to focus on visually when making a poster: layout, spacing, sizing, components, colors. Let's talk about layout and components. For the layout, we just need to make sure that if it flows well, we want to make sure each part of the poster flows almost chronologically or in order. For example, you don't want your results right next to your introduction. That wouldn't go smoothly. A little bit more about results and introduction. Both of these are super important to the overall effectiveness of your poster. You'll need an introduction, the why you're doing your project, and what you think you'll find. Next up, spacing and sizing. Why spacing and sizing? Because what would happen if I just threw all my components on the board willy-nilly? Yikes, right? It would look like the vision test at the eye doctors. So how do we fix this? Well, by properly and proportionately spacing and sizing the titles and outlines of our components. Example of this looks like making sure all the titles are on the same font and same size. Lastly, colors. This is the most commonly overlooked thing in project is color. If I made all of my font white on a white poster board, what would we see? Nothing. Even though this is silly, this is a problem you do not want to have when presenting your research project, as it won't look good and will take away from all your hard work that you put on this project. Once your poster is all done, it should look something like this. With colors, of course. Now that I have the poster, what do I do? Well, now you'll have to know how to tell people about the content on your poster. This is where verbal communication comes in. To start, it's really important to know your audience. Whenever you're talking to teachers and judges, you have to remember that many of them are experts in their fields. This can sometimes be nerve-wracking, but just know that the teachers and judges are just as excited as you are, involved in this research. Since they are experts in their fields, some things you won't need to explain in depth. Just like when you're telling somebody about a video game that both of you play. They already get the general language used. Usually, judges are the ones that ask questions and go into depth into your research. This is the best time to talk about the more complex parts of your project. Talking to your peers. This is when it tends to be more of a casual conversation. You're able to use some different phrases that are known among people your age. Typically, with your peers, you will focus more on the bigger picture of your project and go into more detail depending on which questions they ask and which parts they find the most interesting. One thing that is frequently overlooked but very important is the order in which you present the research. You, of course, need to mention all of the parts of your poster at some point when speaking. But the main thing is chronological order. This means that you will tell someone about your project and the order you completed it. For example, you didn't get your results before you did background research. Usually, that'll be pretty easy to do since your poster will be in chronological order for the most part. This slide also has a great list of all the bases you need to make sure that you cover. Now that we have the basics, here are some helpful tips and tricks. One of the best tips I can give is to practice your presentation. You can come up with a spiel to give when people come up to your poster and come up with answers to some questions you think people might ask. When it comes to those questions, remember, you can always take a deep breath and say, I haven't thought about that yet. Let me think about that. And give yourself some time to create an answer. This goes hand in hand with being open to change and being okay with questions that you did not necessarily expect. Otherwise, you're going to want them to focus on maintaining eye contact, speaking clearly, slowly, and at a volume that can be heard even when others around you are speaking. Thank you for watching. I hope this was able to give you some peace of mind, and I'm excited to see what amazing research you complete.